Hey everyone, this is Louis7. Today's adventure will be a little bit odd because I am planning on exploring the Lord of the Rings Online's new website. So we will go to LOTRO.com here and see what it has to offer. And the very first thing I actually noticed going to the website is there is no longer a screen that is just wanting you to sign up for the game. That is something that always bothered me when I wanted to go to the LOTRO website. That came up. I actually, as a preview, I have from the Wayback Machine archives of some previous versions of the site, and this is just what the screen looked like. It always wanted you to just sign up, and it was quite annoying to me, at least going to the site and having that pop up. It might seem like something that's pretty minor overall, but to me it was honestly annoying. So happy to see that's gone and hope it doesn't come back personally. I don't know if everybody feels that way though. First thing I do see is the big advertisement for the Fate of Gunabad expansion. That kind of makes sense, but if we scroll down just a little bit, okay, it has more Gunabad stuff here. It has like the trailer. I wonder if I just play trailer. Okay, it takes me to YouTube. The video is not available anymore. Wait, the link, whatever link they have to the video is a little bit off there. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. What about these other links? Do they work? This fact looks really weird. So it used to be, I believe, on like a black background and white text, and now they have a sort of grayish, whitish background and black text. It's almost a little bit harder to read, at least the sections. There's just so much big text than little tiny chunks of smaller text. Also, I can see with the cookies, that might be annoying some people. This is something I just like on websites in general, when you have one button to reject all of the cookies. I really don't know what the cookies do on this, but personally, I will reject them for now. But yeah, this is the Gunabad pack. I do see at the bottom, I don't know if this is something that's always there at the bottom. Yeah, download the game or need an account. It has you register. It also has like play free, that type stuff at the top. If you do happen to like need an account or need to download the game, it is still available from the homepage fairly easily, it looks like. Let's see, they have links to different LOTRO social medias. It looks like these ones will actually work. There's their Facebook page. Wow, I have not been on Facebook like very long time. Here's the Twitter page. This is the YouTube page, and then the Twitch page. Okay, those don't really matter. Oh, apparently Court of the Rings is going on right now. That was a little bit of an unexpected detour. This was supposed to be more so about the actual website. So yeah, if we actually go down to the bottom a little bit, it has these little sections. It has like all articles, I guess. It has news. So all articles are just everything it looks like they post. Let's see if these links are working, because that one was broken. Now I'm curious. Wow, this is the formatting is a little bit odd. It seems like there's supposed to be spacing. Hopefully all that type of stuff does get patched up. I know changing the website is probably a huge undertaking. I don't know how many people they have working on it. From what I have gathered over time, it sounds like it could even be people that don't really do that type of stuff have been working on it, but I don't know, of course. It looks like they have little icons for the different types of things. So if I go to news, it's all the article looking stuff. Guides is like a little eye information type icon. And then update notes, it has like pencil scribbly note type thing. So we have guide to getting help in Lord of the Rings Online. I actually forgot about this article. So if we go to this one, yeah, it has all that sort of stuff. So we have release notes. What do the new release notes pages look like? So they look pretty basic like this. So one thing I was curious on is what happens if you use a plugin that's like a night mode type plugin. So I actually use Dark Raider, and it's a very great add-on that I could definitely recommend, because I do not like light background and dark text personally. So I often have that on, but something I noticed that is odd here is it just like totally removes the grayish background page and makes it more transparent. There's like a little bit of opacity of something over here and even at the bottom, but it makes it mostly transparent with the text just over that. That's a little bit of a hard read. And then if I just turn it straight off, that is what it looks like. You can also somewhere in here completely invert. So yeah, if I change the filter type to one of these, first I have to actually turn it off. If I change the filter type to one of these, it just inverts everything, which is not ideal. This one actually works pretty well. Static. It seems like it's relatively dark, but some of the text doesn't look great. But anyway, just thought I was just a little bit curious and thought I'd check that out. We can go ahead and exit that and get back to this. One more thing I did see that I am curious what it looks like now is the LOTRO beacon. Is it going to be on the new page? It is on the new page. I will see if I can get to an old version of the LOTRO beacon to compare, but this looks honestly just a little bit odd to me. Maybe it's something I have to adjust to, maybe something I have to get used to, but yeah, there's what the new LOTRO beacon looks like. Oh, moving on, we have show more, so this just shows more of that type of stuff. Legendary servers, where for some reason I play. What is the download or register page? I actually don't know. Oh, so this takes you to the old Weathertop thing. Okay, we'll explore that in a moment. But this page still does exist. That is where you sign up, but it's no longer like when you go to lotro.com. No longer the default place that you go to, it seems like. Here's the download. Create your game account. Refer to the fact there's PC download, Mac download. Okay. Moving on, that is basically all there is. It has Standing Stone Games, Middle Earth, all their stuff, Daybreak. Okay. Oh, there's actually a thing to take you up to the top, and it works. Okay, so now I do want to look at the top bar. So we have the About, so that does take you to an About section. This looks new to me, but just to be fair... Okay, so the news takes you to the homepage, but then it takes you to a news anchor. What about forums? I'll middle mouse that so we go... Yeah, the forums are still the old forums. It takes you to like forums.lotro.com, I believe. If we actually go to the dev tracker, if you're like curious, that's a good way to sometimes find some info on LOTRO. Go to the dev tracker, and I believe there's a post by Cordovan or... Here we go. This is some of the reasoning behind why they have the forums as they are. It looks like, wow, the forums are, honestly, they're just a little bit hard to read sometimes. The small text doesn't bother me too much, but I feel like it's just not great for video format in particular. But I believe they are talking about, yeah, they want to update the forums, so it's like a pseudo version of the old one, so the forums still work basically, and they want to have better forums, but maybe late this year or early next year, so that's still a while off. I also see this loading thing, like it seems to want to be loading something this whole time, even though the forum page itself is working. Okay, this video is honestly turning into something way longer than I expected, but this is just like the way I am with stuff. It seems like I dive sort of deep into stuff. Okay, so shop, I assume that still looks the same. Oh, that actually you have to click. So let's see. I want to see what all four of these looks like. Okay, I did want to keep the LOTRO beacon up and the patch notes. We can compare those. I don't care too much about that. Yes, this does look like the same old page that we have for that, except it's kind of got the like download the game and all that stuff anchored in. Also a minor thing that just helps the website seem more modern feeling, or at least better feeling, is when you hover over the download the game, it lights up. So it's like a little hover trigger thingy. Don't know exactly what that's called anymore. I used to know. Store account login. Oh. I guess that would, yeah, log into my account. No need for me to do that. Of course, they recommend the Ultimate Fan Bundle, but that's not the point of this video. So this is just an anchor. It took me to the expansions page. This is, by the way, when I click previous expansions, it's an anchor on the expansions page to take you down to all these down here. And then become VIP. Is this page new? This does not look familiar to me. So yeah, unlocks a whole bunch of stuff. All the savings, there is a FAQ on how to upgrade your account. Okay. Oh, maybe that's down here. Oh yeah, they actually do. This looks new to me, so I have not read this, so we will go ahead and look into it, I suppose. All right, so yeah, that's how you become a VIP. Update and maintain subscription. Yes, 500 monthly LOTRO points. There we go. VIP membership, okay, cancel, transfer, gift. Yeah, okay, that didn't really tell me too much. Show benefits comparison. That's what I think this is a great table to have. I don't know if this is new. It's new enough to have the town services and jug. So maybe this is newly made for the website, which would be nice. From what I remember, it was a little bit outdated to what they had, but maybe it wasn't actually outdated. I just like been a while since I've looked at it. But yeah, it says 100% XP for 30% of a level daily upon login. There's like the 500 points and all that sort of stuff. So this is a good page, I think, with good information on VIP. I forget about the whole chat issue that non-VIPs have. There's so many things I forget about that are just like, they seem like they should be based with the game. And there are valid reasons, I think, for having like chat not be, say, unlimited for a brand new free-to-play account because of spam issues and the such. Okay, so this is benefit comparison for VIP premium. What is premium? By spending at least $1 in LOTRO. I think you have to spend real money, not just like spend LOTRO points on the store. Spend money either getting LOTRO points, spend money getting VIP, or buying an expansion, or just something like that. They have the Hobbit gifts, all that sort of stuff, Destiny points. Man, Destiny points, that's something that it's nice, but it almost feels like it's ancient. Yeah, subscriber town services and subscribers jug. The town services, I still believe, is the most overpowered item in the entire game. Crafting. They show all the stuff that is like available to everything. Purchasable premium classes, core races, like that's all the same between all of them, which maybe it's good to have that information to actually say that yes, even free-to-play players get like all the classes and whatever unlocked, but then premium classes, no matter which one you are, you do have to purchase those. Ooh, no mail for free-to-play players. This could honestly be a whole video just looking at this table to remind myself what the different tiers of like, just to remind myself what the different tiers of like player status, what the different benefits are. So we'll go ahead and drop that for now, but I definitely thought this page was interesting. Okay, so we had the VIP pack. This is special offers. The only one that they have still is the starter bundle, which is kind of okay-ish. As it says, it's a $33 value for only $9.99, but do you actually value it at $33 is the main thing with that. I made a whole video on that if you're interested in more on that. Okay, so I believe that is the website, and believe we looked at basically everything with the website. So we haven't looked at the about page. This is actually an important one that I want to look at because to me it looks pretty new. That's of course an older screenshot. It just says, okay, yes, we can go all over the Middle Earth area, at least what they have in the game. Mines of Moria, Lothlorien, Rohan, Gondor, and more. Oh yeah, renowned locations. That would make sense. These are more renowned, as it says, more known. Something I noticed with the screenshot that's a bit interesting. One, this guy's sword does not actually stick out the ring, but this guy's axe does, and then his hand does. But that little bit of depth perspective, I feel like just helps with something like this, makes it look a little bit neater. So that's a type of thing I actually do appreciate. Wait, open image in new tab. Is that the background? Oh, it went to Aragorn. What if I wonder if I'm just like in the radius of that. Let's see what that one would be. It's pretty neat. Anyway, so we have Explorer, yeah, the massive world. Let's see, it's talking about all the classes. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff basically in the game. 140 levels, 7 races, 11 classes, 10 professions. I forget what they all are. 7 vocations, I also forget what they all are. And I think there's well over 1,000 title skills and traits altogether. Yeah, skirmishes. I'm surprised they actually have skirmishes here. Custom, that's, yeah. Like the third thing they have is skirmishes, which is not really much. It honestly doesn't feel like much of a feature of the game anymore. They do have the ill omens every once in a while, but otherwise skirmishes, especially with the Ally revamp, are hard. There's just not much to motivate me to run them, basically, not much with that. They can be fun though. Anyway, moving on, we have legendary items. Yes, you can customize your own legendary weapons of immense power like Bilbo Sting or Gandalf's Glamdring. Once again, nice to see the sword sticking out of the ring and even the staff a little bit. Also a nice background. I actually don't know where that is. That almost looks like, I would say, a dale type area, but I honestly don't know if that is a place in game and I just don't remember it. And anybody watching this does remember it, please do comment on that because I am curious. As far as other backgrounds go, this looks like a classic Ingmar. Shadows of Ingmar should say it almost looks like a Stelden bordering, not a Stelden, but the Stelden side of whatever that zone is, North Downs. That's obviously the Shire. Let's see, that is Gondor area. There is Aragorn, you have Gandalf, Legolas, Gimli, all those folks in the background. This one looks like, say, a North Downs type thing, or just something where you're fighting trolls with the, what are those called? Something of Sauron. I forget exactly. But yes, servants of Sauron. That is what you're fighting. Oh, that's PvMP combat. I was paying attention to the picture this time. So yeah, you can play as a monster, but I actually don't know if you can play as a troll, like a giant troll like that. As far as I know, you cannot, but I might just be totally misremembering. Playing as a really giant troll that's like twice the size of that dude. Twice the height of that dude, probably like 4 times the size of that dude, if not more. Could be interesting though. And then crafting, that seems to be a popular screenshot that they use a lot, popular resource, because I feel like I've seen that exact image, that exact person crafting a whole lot on just official LOTRO stuff. And yes, you can craft your own gear, hammer ring in the Dwarven halls, Ear of the Wind, or farm crops, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can do in a whole bunch of different areas. Free online play, no monthly fees required. That is technically true, but yeah. All right, so I believe we finally did make it through with the About page. I thought that was pretty interesting just to explore what I had, but we can see if I close some of this stuff, I wanted to keep some of it up just to compare it. But if we go back, this is actually the 2013 version, so this is a long time ago. This is about 9 years ago that this was preserved on, again, Web Archive, Wayback Machine, as screenshots. Oh man. Classes and races and trailers. I don't know how this will pull up, if all of this will work. So there's like, so it had screenshots. There's a single screenshot, it looks like. Okay. That's actually, yeah, from 2012. So that is 10 years ago, that screenshot. That is, oh, I know that place. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's in Inadoith. It's whatever the dragony place in Inadoith is. Can't think of the name right now, but we'll move on. Next up, it just brought me back here, and then brought me back here, and then something. Oh, this is a 2014 archive of YouTube. Next up, this is the actual LOTRO page from 2013. So this is what the LOTRO website looked like in 2013. I believe Riders of Rohan was just coming out. So quite a bit different than what we have now. If I go back to the home page, I would definitely say this looks more modern, but I honestly don't go to too many game websites nowadays. Okay, so this is actually the thing that I would think is closest to the About the Game section in this from the new website. So it basically has epic story, skirmishes, legendary items, PvMP, traits and deeds, housing, crafting, all that stuff. And as far as I know, this is pretty similar to the more modern version that I actually captured this archive I think it was the day before the website updated. Now, I don't know why the further adventures of Bilbo Baggins would be like, okay, it's not the first thing. Actually, I think was auto-scrolling. Now, something odd is whenever I would visit this web page, actually get to the main LOTRO site after we go to that annoying sign-up page, is this would always be all black for me. And I don't know exactly why, but it was always all black for me, so I never saw any of this stuff, and that made it look extra rough to me. But yeah, this is what we used to have. You had game features, articles, become a VIP, all that sort of stuff. Then you had links to recent articles. Really, I feel like it's just a lot harder to navigate this compared to the modern one, would be the main difference. Yeah, this is basically the same stuff as far as I know. You had all these articles, which were a bit, I feel like just sometimes, once again, a bit hard to navigate is how I'd really describe it. And then they stopped posting the articles here, I'm guessing in preparation, knowing they were going to update the website. So they stopped like putting them in the section of it. And then here is, yeah, this is the old Become a VIP page. Now, this was active. This is, actually, it has the archive from 2021, 1023, even though I thought this was from the capture I did a couple of days ago. But, oh well, it's still relatively recent. So this is all it has what VIPs receive. I do much prefer the new table comparison they have and all this sort of stuff. I definitely prefer the new version with that. Okay, moving on. Compare the benefits. Oh, they actually do have a compare the benefits. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, so there was a full VIP chart. I thought there was something more like this. I don't know, it seems to be a lot less expansive compared to the... Here it is. So it does seem to be a lot less expansive compared to the new version, but that is the old one if you're interested in reading that. I will try to put links to all these archives, at least the base archives, in the description of this video so you can explore that on your own if you are so interested. But yeah, that is the main thing that I want to compare with the website. Did want to look at an article in an old beacon if I can find it. Okay, so it looks like the LOTRO beacon at least is not archived on this, but that's okay. We can, yeah, just wrap it up here as far as that goes. Now, there is one more thing I did want to do because I don't really explore too many games websites, so I thought I could actually compare it to just other MMOs. So if I go to World of Warcraft's website, let's see, worldofwarcraft.com. Okay, so I thought about having like the two things side by side, but that does seem to mess up the formatting on some websites, even though ideally it shouldn't. But yeah, just to see what it looks like comparing it to WoW's website, it actually looks fairly similar. You have like the Fate of Gundabad stuff here. You have a bunch of advertisements at the top. Not like advertisements, third-party ads, but ads for their own thing is what I mean here. So we have all that sort of stuff like begin your adventure or returning players that have new to WoW, returning, I guess they are guides, like, or just, yeah, a bunch of things if you are new, and then a bunch of things if you're returning. LOTRO doesn't really have anything like that. Perhaps that could be a good page for them, just a little bit of information if you are just starting LOTRO, or if you are returning to LOTRO, just compare it to some point back in the day or how things have maybe changed. Otherwise, the websites, some of the parts of them, like with the news and stuff at the top, seem somewhat similar. So this next game, Final Fantasy XIV, that is something I actually did try to play somewhat. Wait, did it say... Oh, this may be relevant. I was like, did it say, did I mean versus WoW? No. So first I have to select my language. That is definitely different than LOTRO. So English NA, so it has big stuff for you to buy stuff. But anyway, I did try to play Final Fantasy XIV again recently, but because I have not actually bought it, I'm on like the free trial version, I was not able to update the game. I had it installed, but I was not able to actually get to the launcher. It said like something was closed for free trial due to activity because they recently had an expansion launch. But oh, this website's so big, like, I don't know, everything's so crowded. I feel like I have to zoom out to make things, and that doesn't even make things much smaller. That's just a personal preference like thing. I actually do not prefer Final Fantasy XIV's website to LOTRO. It's just like, it's hard for me to actually see anything. Like this images, everything here is so big. It shows things in a little bit detail, I guess would be the benefit, like housing, fashion, all the stuff that I don't know is going on with the game. What's next? How about Elder Scrolls Online? That is another MMO. All right, so this is ESO. It says like free in-game pet. Let's see, cookies. It just doesn't let me reject them all, but it doesn't matter since I'm on the guest Chrome profile anyway. So it has, yeah, basically like learn more, watch trailer. I have no idea what's going on with that. How do I like buy the game or get information about the game? That seems to be a little bit lacking here. So it does have latest news. That is pretty similar to LOTRO. So it has, I guess that's the latest expansion, scroll down, news and the such, articles, and that is pretty similar. Then a trailer for something, just some more information about the game, then some community stuff. That is actually kind of neat to see on the homepage of all the community. These are Twitch streamers, it looks like, at the top here. Ooh, and it has more? What happens if I click more? Okay, we will not do that, but that's compared to ESO. I think they are surprisingly similar. Some things I like better about each and the other. What are some other MMOs? This one that I actually forgot about, even though I did like it to start. Maybe in the future can be good again. So they have just available now. You could almost compare that to the Gundabad stuff at the top here. Then they have news. Seems to be pretty standard. I honestly haven't visited many like just game websites like this randomly recently, so it's kind of interesting to see just what's going on with them. It has PTR and then whatever update and then just saying some things about the game. A little bit different with like screenshot gallery, that type of stuff and the such. How about, this is a bit of an odd one. Here, I'm going to type Guild Wars 2 just while I'm thinking about, but I thought about Rift. That is an MMO that I've occasionally played. It looks like Rift game. How about that? Or Try Onwards? Oh, we'll just go to the one that actually says Rift. Oh, so this takes you to a sign-up page. That I do not like. And this looks oddly like LOTRO. This brings back bad memories from the LOTRO default to sign-up page. So maybe I'll go to this one. Yeah, this looks a little bit more of a regular, better homepage to me. Okay, so they have latest news and updates, then they have a scrolling thing. This is really like LOTRO's old website. I definitely prefer LOTRO's newer website, I think, compared to its old one, which almost by default makes me prefer LOTRO's new one compared to this old one. But this doesn't look too bad, I will say. It's just surprisingly similar to me. Guild Wars 2, that was the one that I forgot about because I don't really like this game. So this website, let's see, it has giant cookie thing that I want to get rid of. There's an expansion coming. I did not know that. And then a whole bunch of news. Less icon and more list-like. Also, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the Guild Wars 2 homepage compared to LOTRO's new homepage as well. So hey, that's good news for LOTRO on their new website, at least my personal preference. I am preferring it over some other MMOs that we have. But of course, my perspective is a little bit odd because I have been playing LOTRO for a long time, have been a long-term player, and have seen all these other versions of the website. So compared to somebody who's like new to the game and maybe they go to this website, they see Gundabad or whatever, I really don't know what the perspective would be for somebody like that is wanting to learn more about the game. Well, there's a giant learn more about the Fate of Gundabad expansion. But what if you don't know anything about the game? Is there easy access? Maybe this About tab if you like didn't know anything about the game. I don't know if this quite tells you too much. Maybe there's some assumption that you... Let's see, does this tell you it's at least an MMORPG? That's the one thing I have not seen, is something telling you that LOTRO is like an MMORPG. Like they assume you know it, but again, I don't know from like somebody who knows nothing about the game and then they like hear about LOTRO and then go to the website and don't see too much about it. I don't know. Maybe even basic information, you can find that more so on Google than the actual game's homepage, and maybe that's more the expectation nowadays, so I don't know. If anybody has any thoughts on all that sort of stuff that I just can't really have from my place of having played the game for a long time, on my perception, please do let me know, just because I'd be interested to hear what other people think. But yes, this is my way too long video that now took my like entire lunch hour. Actually, it's only been half an hour, but way too long video that took way too long. I hope y'all did enjoy exploring the website. I did say at the beginning it would be an adventure, and it sure was. I don't really know if I will do anything like this in the future, but if you have any thoughts, feedback, any sort of comment, please do leave that. And as far as this video goes, I still hope you enjoyed it, maybe learned something about LOTRO's website and website history. And if you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member to support the content. And thanks for watching, everyone.